Nobody wants to be treated like a number. That's why we all hate those automated phone systems, because none of those menu options are solving my problem. I want to talk to a real human being and be treated like an individual. And that's why you can't use the same leadership approach for every employee. People want to be recognized for their differences and managed according to their style so that they can succeed. But what if you had a leader's manual that gave you insights into how to individually manage each person on your team? That's what we're going to talk about in today's Think Like a Leader. Welcome to Think Like a Leader. I'm Dr. Philip Sherrow, your host for this episode, and I'm here to help you get your mind right. You know, top leadership experts like John Maxwell and Patrick Lencioni emphasize the critical importance of building trust so that you can grow your influence. They also recommend the DISC as a great tool for building high-performance teams and organizations. Now, if you're not really familiar with the DISC, you may wonder, why do these experts recommend it? And maybe you've taken the DISC before, but you don't realize how powerful a tool it can be to help you build your team and your business. So today, we want to pop the hood on DISC, see what's underneath, why this is such an important tool. Now, maybe you've heard, oh, that's one of those personality tests, right? How can that be really useful? Well, personality is a very complex, multi-dimensional construct. And as a doctor of leadership, I've done deep studies in organizational psychology. DISC is not trying to measure everything about personality. It's looking specifically at behavioral patterns and styles. That's how we act, react, and interact at work. In fact, DISC, unlike other personality tests, is built for business. Did you know Myers-Briggs was built for the Army? Did you know that Enneagram was built for personal development? These are great tools, but DISC is more useful for companies and leaders because it was built with business in mind. In fact, there is no good or bad profile in DISC. It's a neutral and observable way to recognize key traits. So what does DISC stand for? D is for dominance, I is for influence, S is for steadiness, and C is for compliance. These traits all exist on a continuum, and each individual is a unique combination of multiple traits that express who we are and how we show up at work. And by the way, you may be showing up in one way at work and a different way in home. Because DISC is not trying to put you in a box and say this is everything there is to know about you. It's a way to help understand the uniqueness and the individual differences so that we're not treating people like a number, but we're managing and leading them as individuals. If you understand someone's DISC profile, you'll be better equipped to communicate effectively with them and manage them according to their strengths. So how does this apply as a leader, and how might you use it? Let me go through 4 quick scenarios with trendy phrases that are used in management and leadership today, and we'll see how they might backfire if you use them with someone who has a different style. For instance, a great trend today is fail fast. That's the entrepreneurial, build it quickly and learn what doesn't work, fail, and then go on to something else. And it's those fast-moving entrepreneurial types. But if you say fail fast to a high C DISC style, they're going to run screaming from the building because A, they don't want to fail, and B, they don't do anything fast. They're focused on quality and attention to detail and doing it right. Fail fast as a management trend will run smack up against what's valuable to these people. So you try to manage a high C team member with fail fast, and you might fail fast. So what about networking? Isn't that a great thing that we should all be doing? Maybe you're trying to inspire your team. Hey, get out there and network. But if you're talking to a high S, they would rather have deep, trusted relationships with a few individuals rather than going into a crowded room of people they don't know and trying to strike up a superficial conversation. They're going to run away from, let's all network. So you try to emphasize that with those people, and your leadership is going to run up against an obstacle that you might not have seen. What if you take your high D assertive drivers that are great at getting results, and sometimes they may leave a little carnage in their wake, but they're your high energy self-starting people, and you tell them, you know what, we need to slow down and get everyone on board. Oh my goodness, it's great to slow down and get everyone on board, but you say that to a high D and you've just switched off their energy, and they're like, I need to find another place to work because I'm not good at being patient with people. I want to move fast. Or your high I, charming, magnetic, positive influence, and you say, you know, the management trend right now is data-driven decisions. We need to measure everything, get our data, and then decide what we're going to do. The high I's have way too many ideas for that. They want to try new and creative things, and they don't want to be tied down to everything that has to be measured, to be managed. Well, all of these trends that I've just mentioned, fail fast, networking, you know, slow down and get everybody on board, or data-driven decisions, are all good tools and trends that can help you. But if you misuse them with the wrong people, you're not going to get the results that you're looking for. But what if we took all of these trends and we flipped them around and told the high D's to fail fast? Now they're energized. We tell the high C's, we need help to make data-driven decisions. They're on the job. We tell the high S's, can we slow down and get everybody on board? Yes, we can. I would love to be a supportive team member that pulls us all together. And you tell your high I's, go out there and network and make us famous. They're on board. Now you've got your management and leadership style aligned to the strengths of your team. And that's why DISC is so valuable. I hope you'll come back for the next episode of Think Like a Leader, where we keep diving into how DISC can help you build a high-performance team.